What's poppin', T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade Loving Hip Hop Atlanta Season 10, Episode 9 review. Alright, so the cast is in Dubai on vacation. Carly and her daughter Jasmine are there, and she invited her daughter because, you know, doing the Love and Hip Hop family reunion or whatever, her daughter was crying about how they don't spend time with each other and she just wants to be closer to her mom. So Carly felt like this would be a great way for them to spend some quality time with each other. But lo and behold, the daughter says to her, I got a surprise for you. And she was like, what? She was like, it's KP. And she was like, girl, don't play with me. The daughter walks off and they like, who is KP? And Carly tells the crew that it's her daughter's boyfriend who she does not like because she feels like her daughter, it took her daughter a long time to graduate from college because of this little boy, and that when she's with him, she's disrespectful and she's rude, and that the boyfriend ain't got no money, and I think that's the biggest thing, that this nigga ain't got no money, because she looking like, bitch, have I not taught you nothing in life, that if you gonna fuck with a nigga, let him have a coin, goddammit. So she was like, I just know that this little girl ain't invited him there. And everybody was telling her that when it comes to your mama and some dick, your daughter is going to choose the dick of your mama every day. And I'm like, been there, done that, wrote a book about it. Literally. And yes, her daughter just going to have to go through it if he's not the one for her. Carly is going to have to let her stumble and fall. But like, Jasmine also said in her confession, like, her mama ain't one to talk because she done been through hell and back even to this day when it comes to men. So we then meet KP, and KP came in looking like a stud. I was like, this KP? This is KP. He looked like he needs to be on the L word. I was like, this what you like? Like, she is such a pretty girl. I didn't see this. I guess, child. So Jasmine said that she needed extra room. So Carly had paid for her own hotel room, but lo and behold, she finds out that that hotel room was actually so her daughter and KP can have a room to themselves. And she like, I know damn well this little girl didn't just dupe me into paying for her and her nigga a hotel room. And I was like, yes, she did. She sure did. Now, as a mama, I would be pissed off too, because you don't invite somebody on our trip, first of all, without telling me. And then, second of all, you got me paying for a room for you and this grown tail ass man, and both of y'all damn near pushing 30, and this little nigga can't pay for a room for y'all. Yeah, you really fucking up in life. I would tell her, you give me my motherfucking money because you got me fucked to the up. I would have been pissed off about that too. As a mom, you don't do me like that. Like, girl, bye. I know they got their issues or whatever, but don't play in my face like that. And as a man, he shouldn't even feel comfortable staying and laying up in no room that your mama paid for. Like, Jasmine really do need to look at her situation for what it really is. Like, he is a bum. Like, little girl, get it together. So Carly gets mad and storms off. So then we see Rini Ricci. I've heard of this little girl, never listened to any of her music. I've seen her like in the blogs or whatever. I think her and Mulatto had a little beef there for a second or some shit. Cute little girl or whatever. She a rapper. She's in the booth talking to her manager or somebody that works for her, and she's telling the guy that she found out that her mama told her sister that she's on drugs and shit. And so she like, you know, I'm just sick of my mama going through this type of stuff with her. She said she been dealing with her mama and her ways since she was 16, and she starts to cry because she was like, you know, I don't even know if this rap shit gonna work out for me. I'm taking time away from my kids. I'm doing this for them. And I just really felt her. She seems like she's genuine when it comes to her really trying to work hard to be a good mom for her kids based off what I'm seeing from the show. She says that her mom wasn't there for her really when she got pregnant, and kind of like pushed her away and separated herself from her. But when she started making money, then she wanted to come around. I was like, girl, wrote a book about that. Literally, I understood where that little girl was coming from first hand. Dealt with it, still dealing with it. So, Judy calls Mama D and says that Mandy and Yandy are having a vow renewal in Dubai, and that her mama and them is invited, and that Mandy called her and invited her, but said that Yandy didn't want her there. And I'm like, Mandy sees, if he did say that, like, why do you steady stir the pot and act like a little bitch made little nigga and telling your mama everything that your wife is saying when you know they don't fucking get along? You shouldn't be telling neither one of them what the other one is saying when you know they don't like each other. So if he did tell her that and she's not lying, then that's fucked up. So Judy asked Mama D to go to Dubai with her because she like, I'm going. I'm not missing this. So Judy gets to talking about how she ain't seen her grandchildren. She ain't been over there to the house, and how they blocked her number. And then she goes on to bring up how they wasn't married for real in the first place. And I was like, we found that out like 5 years ago, girl. Like, why are you bringing this up? We all know that they had a fake wedding. Well, it really wasn't a fake wedding. They just had a wedding without the actual signed papers or whatever the case may be. So Mama D was like, are they going to legitimize their wedding this time? And she was like, I hope so. So Sierra is talking to her boo thing, Eric, who I really, really like. He's a handsome guy. He seems like he's intelligent and got a lot going for himself. I really like him. I don't really know how him and Sierra got together. Sierra's a cute girl to me. She got a lot going for herself. It seems like there's some pockets of space in her brain that is missing, but maybe opposites attract in this situation, but I don't know. So they getting ready for the day. Because everybody else is going to the Burj Khalifa or whatever, the tallest building in the world or whatever. So Sierra say to Eric, where we going today? I gotta get my voice back. Where we going today? So Eric was like, to the Dubai Frame. And I've never even heard of the Dubai Frame. It was some fantastic shit. Like, it was dope as fuck. It reminded me of the St. Louis Arch, like we have, how you can go up in it and then look down and all that type of stuff. So it was really dope. Made me want to go to Dubai for the first time. So Sierra was like, that shit boring. I want to have fun. I don't want to be all dry. And I'm like, see, this is why I can't see them being together, because he was looking like, he even said to her, like, have you even been there? Have you even seen it? Like, you just saying it's boring and you don't even know really what it is or anything. Like, give it a chance, girl. So Sierra was like, oh, we seen that building, so it's a day. So, dude, Sierra in her confessional talking about some, today everybody is going to the Burj Khalifa, and of course the last time Eric and I were in Dubai, we did that. So for him to book the frame for us is like so romantic. And I didn't even have to see the Burj Khalifa today, because I see that every night. Then she said, even though Eric is like 4 years younger than me, he's like a young old man. He always showing me new things, and he always paying for everything. I mean, about time I ain't gotta pay for some shit. So that was a dig at BK. So then we go to the van where everybody's heading to the Burj Khalifa, and Carly tells the crew that she wants her daughter to be with someone who's going to level up. Like I said, I think one of the biggest issues with Carly and her daughter dating this little boy is that he ain't got no money. So Rashida thinks that she's pregnant. Erica Dixon joins them on the cash trip, so she's officially back as a friend to the show. Sierra and Eric are out eating lunch after going to the frame or whatever, and she confesses her feelings to him. And in her confessional, she was like, I know y'all probably thinking, damn, they moving fast, but when it's right, it's right. With BK, it was just like I was pulling him. Eric came already ready, so together we're just building a beautiful empire. He's the one. That's simple. He's the one. Bye. buy me cake. So he is the one child, and you can't tell her no different. So then he was like, I mean, your birthday coming up in a few days. Like, what do you get a woman that has everything? And she was like, I mean, a baby, because we just been screwing all over the place and ain't been using no condom. So he was like, what, you want a baby? She was like, I mean, yeah. She was like, you want one? And he was like, I mean, I'm down with whatever you down with. That nigga do not want no motherfucking baby. He just said this shit on camera because he didn't want to embarrass her ass. He looking like, yeah, we are moving way too fast. But that nigga voice with his mannerisms was hella shaky. He not ready for all that. He love her. He like her a lot. But they are not ready for no motherfucking kid yet. No. Calm and pump your brakes. So Rashida tells Kirk that she thinks she might be pregnant. He was like, well, you need to check because I feel like I'm too old to be having some kids. And I mean, they really are. Like, that nigga got 1,000 kids already. Like, that nutsack need to be on cardiac arrest. Like, shut it down. So, Kirk says that he don't really want to start over again, and I don't blame him. Like, who wants to be dealing with a crying ass baby at this age? Like, ain't nobody got time for all that. So Rashida says that she'll get a pregnancy test the following day. So then we go back to Rini, Richie, or whatever the little girl name is, and she got her kids with her in ATL, and she said she do not plan on sending her kids back with her damn mammy. So the mama come over with pieces so she could see the grandkids, but really, she was there so they could have this sit down talk. So Rini is still, of course, feeling some type of way about the things that her sister told her that her mama been saying about her. So they sit down so she can confront her mama. About saying that she don't send her money when the kids is with her, and she don't help her out with nothing, and accusing her of being on drugs. And the mama sitting up there looking like me on camera. Like, bitch, is that me? And the mama was like, I was being a concerned parent. And Rini was like, but you didn't ask me if I was okay. You asked me for money, though. Like, I'm like, girl, like, this little girl's story mirrors my goddamn life. So Rini at some point gets mad and leaves the room, and her mama just sit there like, okay, all right. Like, the mother is very, very selfish, very self-absorbed. She's money hungry. She just for the streets, child. I feel bad for the little girl, I really do, but she needs to learn how to set boundaries with her mother, just like I had to learn how to set boundaries with mine, and it just any other people in my life. Like, you have to show people how to treat you and what you will not accept in life. So the mama goes into the room with Rini and asked her, she was like, are you that mad with me? And Rini was like, it wasn't a concern for you. You asked my sister if I was on crack, yo. She was like, you called and you gossiped. The next couple of days, though, you texted me and said, can I have some money for this? But you couldn't text and say, I'm worried about you. And the mama was like, I ain't talked to nobody. These people are just lying to you. The mama said the shit. You could tell she had guilt written all over her face, and exactly what Rini was saying was true. Like, you so concerned thinking I'm on drugs, but you never came to me and brought it up, but you could call me on the phone asking me about money. Girl, get the fuck out of my face. So Rini was like, this ain't even the first time you done talked about me. And mom was like, I'm your mother. Then she gonna try to do the I'm your mother card. And Rini was like, act like it. And I was like, you better tell her old ass. So she was just like, what, let me just leave before, things get even worse. I feel real bad for her. She needs to just focus on her kids. If it got to get to the point where she got to take her kids on the road with her and get a tutor or whatever the case may be, or find somebody else to watch her kid while she's touring or doing show days, she might need to do that, because the mama is a user and she's going to continue to use her until she can't no more, until she stops it. So Rashida ain't pregnant. We all knew that, though. So everybody goes out to dinner, and in walks Mama D, and everybody's shocked to see her. So she tells Yandy that Judy was the one that invited her, and Yandy was like, Judy had a +1? Like, the fuck? So Judy, we find out, will be arriving the following day. So Yandy and Mama D sit down to talk. And Mama D tells Yandy that, you know, me and your mother-in-law had a conversation and she said your first wedding was fake and I didn't know that. So Yandy's like, man, DC, come over here, come here. Because she just like, not about to do this today, saying it's too goddamn hot outside. Nope. So Mama D then tells Mandici's what Judy said, and Mandici's like, you know, she could have stayed at home with all that. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, she just continuously wants to fuck up my life and my children's lives. So then Yandy gets up and walks over to Erica and Carly and tells them what Judy said. And Yandy was like, you know, ain't nothing about waiting on a man 5 years fake. She knew that then that we didn't sign the papers. And like I said, well, before I even give my opinion, Yandy then in her confessional was like, I didn't want any restitution bills or child support bills. I don't the fuck blame her. She thought smart. She thought like a businesswoman. She got the bag. Her and Mendici. She got paid to have a fucking wedding special on TV. Who gonna turn that shit down? Nobody. She got to have the wedding of her dreams without the paperwork because she knew that nigga was going to jail. And like she said, they both were smart about the shit. We're gonna get married. We're gonna collect this bag. You gonna go and do your time. And when you get out, that's when we'll have the real actual marriage. You pay your restitution, whatever needs to be paid. You figure out this child support shit or whatever, and then we'll fucking get married. I don't blame either one of them for doing what they did. And then everybody want to sit up here and say, oh, Yandy is a liar, Yandy is this, Yandy sneaky. It was both of them. Nobody ever places the blame on Mendici. They both were in on this shit. They both knew what the fuck they were doing, and they were smart about doing what the fuck they did, especially Yandy, because I'm not about to fuck up my life or my bag for you and your shit. I love you, my nigga. I love you with all my heart, but these bitches that you call your baby mamas ain't about to get my motherfucking money, and the state really ain't about to get my money. So no, nigga, no. So Yandy was like, the situation in Arizona where he stood up, she said that I wrote a script for him. She said, she went all on social media saying she gonna expose me. Judy don't want to take responsibility for what a shitty ass parent she was, and she wants to place the blame everywhere else but on her goddamn self. She do not want to take responsibility for that shit. That girl ain't Bit Mo wrote no script for no goddamn Mendici. He too damn dumb to follow a damn script anyway. That nigga talk like he read like he on hooked on phonics. So Erica even said like she needs someone to blame her past on, and it's you. But Mendici, just like the Rini girl, needs to set boundaries with his mama and put his motherfucking mama in her place and stop allowing her to guilt trip him every time she get caught up in her bullshit. Like, he gotta put his motherfucking foot down and be like, if you don't stop this shit, I'm not going to fuck with you, period. You won't see me, you won't hear from me, you won't see my children. This has to stop immediately. And until he does that, Judy is going to continue to be a big lip ass Judy. So that's my review on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I give tonight's overall episode a C-. This season is boring. Miami is boring. When LA come back, it's probably going to be boring. I respect the fact that Mona Scott and them tried to change the formula of the show to be more on the realistic side and to delve more into the people on the show's real true life struggles. And I like that. But what's missing is the ratchet. We still want the ratchet, and that's why the ratings have. Right now, Zeus is kicking their ass. Zeus is kicking Love and Hip Hop franchise's ass. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board, give us the real, but give us the ratchet. That's what we need to get our Monday nights back the way that they used to be, because right now, Atlanta and Miami are not giving what they are supposed to give. Like, it is a snooze fest. It's boring AF. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.